Alright, I was asked for a recommendation of what to do if you're going to lift on game day. Now, obviously, context matters, so it really depends on the sport that you play, your level of experience training, your level of experience in your sport, how much you enjoy training, and there's plenty of other important factors. But here's an example of what I've done before. I like to play basketball at night, so this is a lift on that same day. So warm up however you want. A lot of people like to perform warm-ups that are a little bit longer than normal, and I think that's just fine. All I did was some jump rope and hurdle over unders. I went back and forth for about 5 minutes, and then I went into some sprints. I think sprinting and or jumping is very appropriate on game days. Just keep the number of reps or the amount of time doing so kind of low. And I think it's way more effective if you can make it fun and competitive. That's just going to make it way more stimulating. Now when you actually get into the weight room for the lifting, I don't think you have to do very much at all. Even if you just do one exercise, that's probably going to be good. So I did high bar back squats. Many people would suggest to do something with less range of motion or just doing concentric only reps. For example, something like a trap bar deadlift where you lift the weight up and then drop it from the top. And I think that's fine, but I like to bias exercises with larger ranges of motion, and there's no difference to me whether it's on game day or not. So what I ended up doing was 3 sets of 2 to 3 reps per set. This load is 160 to 170 kg, which is about 65% of my 1 rep max. And honestly, I think most people can and should go heavier than this, but it's really up to how you feel that day. And if the weight is too light, I just don't think you get as much out of it. But again, you just have to make sure that the reps are stimulating. And even a lot of the potentiation research would say that a percentage in the lower 60s is too low. I think most of the research recommends like 65 to 80%, which is something that I would agree with. And you'll notice that I performed pause reps for the first 2 sets and then bounced out of the hole for the 3rd set, and the bar moved way faster for that 3rd set with that technique. And there's no real reason for me performing the squats this way. I just thought the bounce out of the 3rd set felt good. Then I really don't think you have to do anything else in the weight room after your few sets of your main exercise. I wanted to do more because I like lifting weights, so I did 1 set of 5 with an RDL, just 1 set of 5 with moderate weight, and then I did some seated calf raises because I think getting the soleus stimulated makes my knees feel good going into playing basketball. So this is just one example that you can do if you want to lift on game day.